All right, if you click the title, you know what time it is. What is the better Civil War movie within the past year? It's only two that I seen that came out. You know what I mean? If it's three or four, you know what I mean? You can leave that in the comments. But realistically speaking, it's two that come to mind. Civil War, that's in theaters right now, and you got Leaving the World Behind, which is on Netflix. So, three categories that I'm going to cover. You know what I'm saying? I'm going to keep it very simple. Three categories. Acting. We're going to talk about what is the better action movie, because it's supposed to be a Civil War, better action. And which one had the better plot? You know what I'm saying? That's really what it comes down to. I'm a writer, I'm an author, you know what I'm saying? War Not Uncut, Unconscious Wealth Building, so, you know what I'm saying? Stories gotta have actors, you gotta have a plot, you know what I'm saying? And then it's something that moves them. It's a drama, it's action. In this case, it's action. So, first thing, acting. Who had the better acting? I give that a tie. You know what I'm saying? Because both of them had all-star casts. Um, I didn't see any. You know what I mean? You see some acting, you like, damn, man, that shit was cheesy, or that line shouldn't have been in this movie. You know what I'm saying? Both great actors, you know what I'm saying? Both sides, you know what I'm saying? Now, which one had the better action? Better action. Oof. You got scenes. It's a lot more violent in Civil War. Just put it like that. It's a lot more violent. But uh in Leaving the World Behind, you have a lot more unexpected action. If you haven't seen the movie, you know what I'm saying? Sorry. You know what I mean? Having a airplane just fall out the sky. It's crazy. That's crazy as hell. And the Tesla scene, that Jones Ross, like the action was unexpected. You know what I'm saying? Relatively speaking, if you didn't have the action, would that movie still be a good movie? Yes. But the fact that they threw some action in there and unexpected drama up in there, yeah, it made it a better movie, but it didn't make the movie. Now let's get to the better plot. You know what I'm saying? Better plot. I'm gonna have to go with Leaving the World Behind. You know what I'm saying? Leaving the World Behind didn't leave you with any questions of why it was going down to a degree, what was going down to a degree, and how different people perceived it and were dealing with it. You know what I'm saying? Which is cool because it went on a micro level. It went to the real human level of how would people perceive what's going down, because most people won't know what's going down until the information basically gets around. You know what I'm saying? Um, the little things stood out. You know what I'm saying? Um, the character development of this lady hates people. She hates people, and she starts to like this one guy, and then he tells her uh, this shit was coming down the pipeline, and y'all regular people just didn't know. And when she go back to, I think I don't like you anymore. You know what I'm saying? So it was written. Um, the the little plot twist. The only part that really didn't I didn't really understand in that movie was the deers. You know what I'm saying? I understand their migration pattern got twisted, but I didn't understand why they were coming off aggressive, except if they're trying to say that signals are being put out to make everything aggressive, even if it's not in their nature, because deers aren't really that aggressive to people by nature. So if you watch the movie, you'll kind of understand. And if that's why they did it, I could understand. But it took me a couple times to understand that. I've seen the movie multiple times. The first time I seen it, blew my mind, blew my mind. So if you haven't seen it, go see it. Now the Civil War one, a lot of things were to be questioned, like reflecting the fires that were going on in the woods while they was driving at night. Didn't understand that. Um, um, Suicide bombing at the beginning of the movie. Didn't understand that. Um, it was the movie's not very clear why it begun. It really is not a civil war. It's a coup d'état. Basically, it's the same plots going on in both movies, leaving the world behind and civil wars. Coup d'état. It's not a real civil war per se. Um, it, or it didn't have to be a civil war. Just a coup d'état was going down. Now, when you start throwing in some of this weird stuff, like why are regular people really going against the military? You'd think it'd be more of a military on military operation going on. Um, if you control the military, that war is going to end fast. So I don't even know why that movie is so long. Realistically speaking, that's what I said. The realness of it, it kind of took me back. Like, uh, I didn't. It's a lot of things I didn't understand. It was a couple. It was some cool things like going to the gas station and for you to get some gas and gas in a sandwich cost $300 American, but currencies outside of America were worth more than American currency. You know what I'm saying? Because it's a transfer of power going on, so they don't know if the American dollar is going to stay around. Um, the part where he killed the Chinese people, that didn't really make sense. It really didn't make sense. You know what I'm saying? Especially if it's a American Civil War going on. It's like you killed them because they said they were Chinese. You know what I'm saying? Now, if somehow it leaked out that the Chinese, the one that first started this conflict, or the president's working for the Chinese, or something like that, it would have made sense at the end of the movie. But since that wasn't brung out, it was like a lot of stuff that was done, but it didn't make sense. Like the Americans going to war with the American soldiers, the civilians going to war with the American soldiers. You know what I'm saying? Um, I guess they were supposed to be anti now government, and those soldiers were with the now government. I guess it questions. It was just a questionable movie. You know what I'm saying? It, I don't know. When you write these movies, everything's supposed to come to the light by the end of the movie. If you see the movie Unusual Suspect, you know what I'm saying, you're in the dark, but you're coming to the light, you know what I'm saying? And that's what makes it a good movie. Leaving the world behind, you're in the dark, but the truth comes to the light. I never really felt like I came into the light with this movie, you know what I'm saying? The only thing I could say, it was a good movie for really showing the trauma that goes into being a war photographer, the lifestyle of a war photographer. It was a great movie if you put it in the perspective of, I just want to show you what it's like to be a war photographer. But that's not what y'all marketed. y'all, y'all marketed, you know what I'm saying, Civil War, you know what I'm saying. Um, some things was brought to light, like how would some things react. Like some people going to war and they don't even know why they're going to war. Like they asked the dude, why are you shooting at the guy in the house? Cause he's shooting at me. I guess, you know what I'm saying. Like I get that is part of war. Some stuff just don't make sense, but a lot of in that movie just didn't make sense. Um, Rating them, I would give Civil War a 6. Something I'll watch again, but it's not going to be high on the list. You know what I'm saying? You learn things in that movie about how civilization may look, but it's not like you could really walk away and really be like, I took something away from that movie. I really don't feel like I took nothing away from that movie. You know what I'm saying? Um, Violent action movie, tactical moves in some parts of the movie, pretty dope. You know what I'm saying? Um, but it wasn't fulfilling. It wasn't something that's gonna be like, oh, this is about to be in that classic list of, like, you watch certain movies, it'll make you a different type of person. You know what I'm saying? You watch Batman Returns, you see the Joker. You know what I'm saying? Makes you like, damn, that's a mastermind thinker. You know what I'm saying? He plots out how to be evil to a degree I never seen before. Saying words like Gotham needs a new class of villain, like it makes you think different. You know what I'm saying? That movie don't make me really think differently. It doesn't. Uh, I don't know. I think that movie is more to scare American people than anything. You know what I'm saying? It doesn't really add the big value. You know what I'm saying? Now let's get to Leaving the World Behind. You know what I'm saying? And I swear it's a great movie because it's worth me looking up the title to this movie every time I watch it. That title is way too long. Title's way too long. The title's not memorable, but the movie is. By the time you get done watching Leave the World Behind, you go through multiple stages of thinking, preparation for situations happening, um, how you might react in situations, um, showing human nature uh, on an American level. You know what I'm saying? With a wife, she really didn't trust the black bull, but you know what I'm saying? Over time, when you get to know people, it breaks down that barrier, and now she depended on him to a degree, and actually, you know what I mean, almost became romantic with the guy. You know what I'm saying? After she got to know him, um, it's it was it's a lot in that movie, a lot to digest. Um, how neighbors would affect other neighbors, and yeah, it's a whole lot going on. Like that tortoise just walking in the background. So, what would I give Leaving the World Behind? I would give maybe a 9.5. You know what I'm saying? The Dares is the only stuff that it could make sense, but since it wasn't unveiled at the end, it doesn't make sense. You know what I'm saying? Which it could make sense because if you've never seen that technology of um, maybe a signal that could go out in the world and make people hyper aggressive towards each other, or animals hyper aggressive against humans or against each other, then it makes sense why it wasn't unveiled, because the world's not even ready for that level of warfare. You know what I'm saying? But other than that, yeah, the movie's great. Go on Netflix, go watch it if you ain't seen it before. I told you some things about it, and it's still, you'll see different things that'll jack you up, like the lights going on and off, and it's a deer in the background. And I didn't see it the first time. I was like, oh shit, it's a deer in the background. So yeah, it's a deep movie. It's worth your time. Civil War, mm, yes and no. Yes, I, I'm saying yes, but really, no. I didn't really have to see that movie. It was one guy in the crowd that yelled out, January 6th. You know what I'm saying? So that was kind of funny. Like, when they ran into the White House. So this boy, he was up there. He was on one. He talked through the movie like how people say black people talk through the movie. That white bull was that black bull of that situation, boy. He was talking. I was cracking the fuck up. You know what I'm saying? So was that worth it? Yes, it was worth it. It was some good laughs because son told me he was probably prior military, prior asshole. His sarcasm wit was on 100. So that was worth it. It's worth getting out the house. Yes. Am I gonna see that movie again? Probably not. You know what I'm saying? Great actors. Great actors. Great action. But I think the writing and the plot needed work. It needed a lot of work. You know what I'm saying? I don't know. I, I don't know. So tell me what you think in the comments. If you think it's the best movie ever, you can put it down below. I'm not gonna believe you. If you think Leaving the World Behind was a great movie, I might believe you. But tell me why in the chat down below. Like and subscribe. Cop some of my books up on michaelhiggins.com or michaelhigginsjr.com, whatever. Link down below. Or on Amazon. Link down below. Don't act goofy because this movie happened. You know what I'm saying? Don't make it change your life. Don't go out there and go buy 40 cases of water because you've seen this movie. You know what I'm saying? move accordingly to your life. You know what I'm saying? Don't go in debt because you seen this movie. Don't leave America because you seen this movie. Move accordingly to your life path. Holla.